Good morning, Pisces. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. I'm just going to give the cards a few shuffles as I talk. Okay. As I say, it is a general sun, moon, rising reading. All right. Everybody's welcome to watch this. New viewers, new subscribers, cross watchers. You're all very welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. Just before we get into this reading, I would like to point two things out to you. First, if you like this reading or any reading I do, feel free to contact me using the official email in the description box below, and I'll be more than happy to send you the information for personal readings. Second point, and this is very, very important, okay, there is a site, I believe, on Facebook. I don't belong Facebook, okay, it's not for me, but it is for a lot of you, okay, and I'm not quibbling about Facebook or discerning it, but there happens to be a site on there. Somebody has stolen my picture, my site, and transferred it to Facebook in an effort to scam people out of money. All right. In other words, what I'm saying in a nutshell, that's not me. It's a scam. All right. Please do not try to book a reading with me or who you think is me on Facebook. You will only find me here on YouTube, right? The official me, that is. Email in the box below is the official email. I just don't like the thought of, for a lot of you, money is very hard to earn. Perhaps like me, you're in a job and you're having to do several hours work to get the money, or even several days work to get the savings together to pay for a reading, and then somebody comes along and tries to scam you out of it. It's not on. Anyway, with that said, let's see what's going on with you. A little bit of work, a little bit of finances, a little bit of romance here, or relationships for the sign of Pisces. Well, that's first two cards. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Oh, confidence is the key here. You might be struggling to get time off from a certain situation. You might be wanting to meet somebody where the chemistry is quite warm. Okay. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt people's feelings unnecessarily. So there is this kind of sneakiness about this. I'm kind of getting that you are being a little bit sneaky, Pisces. All right. Whatever your relative situation, it might not be you that's being sneaky. It might be the person you're meeting. Actually, it's just this is whichever way it resonates with you. The energies flow to you or from you. Okay, but there's somebody here trying to avoid conflict. Right now, with the Queen of Wands here, on getting that, there is this cutting ties and making plans. You're making plans, okay, to leave a certain situation. Now, this could be a work situation where, there's a lot of conflict here, a lot of mistrust. All right. And for your own peace of mind, you might be, you know, leaving this situation. There's a lot of distractions here. There's trust issues. On getting a reconnection or a connection with somebody, okay, and I'm picking up this rebound, this in and out energy. Well, the question is deciding, keeping it under wraps, deciding where your loyalties lie, where your passions lie. All right, High Priestess, Five of Wands. The universe is kind of giving you what you wish for here. It's bringing in a connection. It's bringing in a lot of chemistry, and it's bringing in a lot of warmth. It's also bringing in a lot of internal conflict. And again, you don't necessarily want to upset somebody here. Okay, you're trying to keep things under wraps here. Oh, the moon card, Three of Pentacles. Wow. Obligations. Experience has told you, especially with your emotions, not to jump the gun. I'm kind of getting a lot of you are thinking very, very logically. Okay. There is a past connection here or a past energy that you're dealing with. All right. The High Priestess is a Cancer energy, and Cancerians by nature is it's moving on from the past. All right. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian, but wow, there it's like you're laying down some ground rules, some borders, okay? But there is at the same time, it's like a contradiction in terms here. There is a deep seated ambition or emotion here that is resurfacing. Things are developing, okay, between you and somebody. And it's accomplishing your dreams, your ambitions, all right. But it's all about secrets here. In the challenge position, you got this Ace of Pentacles, Scorpio energy. I'm getting a lot of you are working on a slow progressional direction. Okay, and this Ace of Pentacles is all about taking an action. It's all about organizing finances in relative to your situation, perhaps a new job opportunity, but it's at a distance, it's in another country or another state, and it's pulling everything together. This is finances, looking for work, visas, you name it, everything practical that is attached to this situation you're in. What I'm getting here is arranging to meet somebody, okay, perhaps in a public place, or arranging traveling to arrange to meet, okay. Because I'm picking up with this Seven of Swords is making your excuses or putting somebody's mind at rest here. Scorpio energy, yeah. It's a progressional thing towards the end of the year. Now, on the Wheel of Fortune or the World card, this is what I call a winter thing. So by this winter, okay, December time, you are going to bring something very important to you to a conclusion, and you're going to move on and cultivate something new. Nearly always with this death card, transitional card, call it what you like, 95% of the time it involves relocation, okay, for whatever reason, right? But you are in the process of cutting ties, all right, and it is a slow progress. I'm kind of getting you won't see this coming. This is a very solid, practical offer. And it's the result from efforts made in the past, perhaps over the last 7 months. 7 months, 7 years. It can be as long as that, you know. Time's irrelevant in tarot. All right, we're dealing with energies. Energies can't be destroyed, they can only change form. So there's a very solid offer. I'm kind of getting this over time is a bit like the seed of a plant. It's going to grow into this. Okay, so towards the end of the year, feelings are going to get much stronger in relationships. You're perhaps doing a trial period in a job and you're settling in. Okay, you're putting your finances on track. But whatever this is, relationship to you, I'm getting by the end of this year, between now and the end of this year, a slow progressional movement of improvement, much more stability. You see, that's your energy. Full card Hierophant. There is an energy here of you taking the initiative, you taking the reins, you taking the control, the pace of this. You getting control of your finances. You getting finally, you get to decide which direction you want to go in. With this fresh start, it also is a transitional thing. It's Aquarius energy, so this is a very thinking logically on step by step. All right. Hermit is Virgo energy. So slowly, slowly, slowly. Patience is the key here. You get this feeling if you try and rush this, you'll have to take 2 steps back to probably correct a mistake or something here. Yeah. In the environment, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. There's somebody here you're dealing with who's accepted the kind of the challenge. They want to collaborate with you. They want to help you on your way forward. All right. But there is resistance here. Maybe this person's married, okay, or married and separated and got children, but there's concerns for somebody else here. But they're willing to go forward with you, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Courage, courage, courage. There's a lot of mental anguish, probably because of distance. Okay. But in general, I feel you're bringing things to a conclusion here. But there is the start of a new loving relationship. There is the start of a partnership in work. But oh, even in work, going for a job you really like. A bit like me with this tarot. Tarot is a part of me. It's not just a job, it's part of me. It's who I am. Okay. The new beginnings here. The Ace of Wands is all about bringing the old stuff to conclusions, so there's no comeback. This is sealing off the past permanently. And it's what I call my fiery climax card. Now, passions in discussions could run wild, okay? You have to be aware of this doesn't develop into a full-blown action. But going out of this reading, you're making your choices, okay? And you're going after your happiness. I'm picking up here revelations, these secrets being held for the time being, and now in the future, right? Options being finalized. All right. And everybody concerned with this scenario that you're in, it's all the hidden stuff coming out because there's no more fear. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you next week.